How's everybody doing today? Happy Christmas Eve for those who celebrate. Happy holiday weekend for everybody else. So I'm going to start off today. I just want to correct two things that I said yesterday. The first one was yesterday I said that one of our officers had originally heard shots and they had went into Nordstrom's. What happened, the correction here is our officer was working at the Watches of Switzerland and they saw people come out of Nordstrom's and they ran into Nordstrom's where they found the victim was shot. So that is one correction. The other correction was yesterday I had said that I wasn't sure how many homicides we've had at the mall in its history. We had one other homicide in 1999, which was a domestic related stabbing. But this one yesterday was the first firearms related homicide in the history of the Mall of America. So today we know the how, we know the where, we know the what, and we know the who. We don't know the why this happened. And we don't know the why because people flat out are just not cooperating and people don't want to talk. So after the shooting murder took place, we were able to identify two suspects who are 17-year-old juveniles. And through that process, we were able to establish where they were at and kind of who they were associated with. So at around 8:40 this morning, a search warrant was executed at the 275 Schillard, SCHLARD Parkway in St. Louis Park. The search warrant was executed by the Dinah, St. Louis Park, and Minnetonka SWAT teams. At this warrant, 5 people were arrested, 3 juvenile males who are 17 years old, and 2 adult males who are 18 years old. There was also some evidence that was recovered during this search warrant. This is an active investigation, so I can't get into all of that. But what I can say is we are fairly confident that we do have the person who was responsible for murdering the victim in custody. We're also still trying to determine if there was another shooter involved in this, and we're still trying to continue working through that, but one of the shooters we do have in custody. I am not able to give out, obviously, the names of the juveniles, but the adults who are arrested are in the booking process, and once they complete the booking process, we will send out the booking photos for those who were arrested and throughout this incident. Our officers and our detectives, I can't speak highly enough of. They went out here and within 12 hours, again, the people who decided to murder someone in one of our stores, they're locked up. This part kind of annoys me a little bit, but so when we did the search warrant, the people we arrested here, after the shooting, appears that they felt it was necessary to get something to eat. So they went to White Castle, and got a crave patty. And I said, anybody helps them, we're gonna lock you up. So we're still working this, and if you help them, so help me God, we are gonna lock you up, and we are gonna continue to investigate this throughout. The why here is the thing that we still don't understand because no one is cooperating with us. We believe that this is some type of long-standing feud, that's been going on, but no one is cooperating with us right now. But, and I said this yesterday, In Bloomington, you come here and murder people in our mall, you get one of these this Christmas. Here you go. 5 people got one of these today. 5 people got one of these. So you come to Bloomington and think you're gonna kill people and get away with it? No, we're not playing that here. You're going to jail. And we're gonna make sure that anybody else that helped these folks are gonna go to jail too. And again, I'm gonna extend my condolences to the family. It's Christmas, and they're gonna be having to bury a loved one. So with that, I'll take what questions you have, but understand this is an active investigation, and our folks really, literally, they have not slept all night. They've been working this case.
Chief, can you say if you found a murder weapon?
We're still looking at that right now.
Was there more than one shooter?
We're still trying to determine that right now. But we are confident that we got one of them in custody right now.
Do you know yet how many shots were fired?
No, I don't.
So just for clarification, 5 people were arrested, but there are only 2 suspects?
So we arrested 5 people. They are all going to be charged with second-degree murder at this point. And what we were able to identify 2 of the people who were in the group who were juveniles. We believe that the shooter that we have in custody is one of the adults who we will identify once they go through the booking process.
But we believe it was a juvenile that actually fired the gun that killed the victim.
No, we believe that one of the shooters, we're still trying to determine if there was another, is an adult. But of the group of people that we were able to identify, we were able to get into that group by identifying 2 of the juveniles who were in that group.
Can you say how many times the victim was hit?
I haven't gotten the report from the medical examiner yet.
Did the video help you identify the shooter?
Yes.
Did the video include audio, and was there any discussion heard of what they might have been arguing about?
We didn't know. The videos that are in the mall or in the shopping centers do not include audio. There's some social media videos that we're looking at. And I want to say this too, since it's an active investigation, if anybody has any information, you can give us a call at 952-563-4900. Again, we need some help with the why, because a lot of the people that are associated with this are absolutely not cooperating. Right? We will figure out the why. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but if anybody has any information for us, that would be really helpful.
Did they exit through the mall, or did they exit through the Nordstrom's entrance?
Through the Nordstrom's entrance.
And was the car like waiting, or?
No, it wasn't waiting. From what I saw, they ran and they got into a vehicle.
All of them in the same vehicle?
I don't know that part yet.
And when you say not cooperating, you mean like they're just not talking about?
They're not talking. Some of them don't even want to tell us their names. No one's cooperating, right? Which is the frustrating part about this.
When you say no one, does that include like the people in the victim's family and the people around the victim as well?
Out of respect for them, I'm not gonna answer that.
Was there any issues with the serving of the warrants this morning? Did they cooperate with the arrest?
Yes. No, there was no issues with the warrant that I was made aware of.
Chief, you mentioned you spoke to the family last night. Did you have a chance to share this update with them before you came out today?
Yes, one of our detectives our lead detective called the mother. She's been trying to get back in touch with the father, but keeps going to voicemail.
Given the holiday weekend, when's the earliest they could be charged?
That's a good question. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
The governor tweeted that he was wanting to support Bloomington. Has he sent any other kind of resources or?
I've talked to Commissioner Harrington. I've not spoken with Governor Walz.
What did you, Commissioner Harrington, speak about?
I gave the commissioner just a briefing, like I gave you all here, about what we had, and told him that at this time we didn't need any state assistance, and he offered, if we did, that they would also help us with that. The assistant agencies right now, in addition to those that execute the SWAT warrant, was the FBI has been a great partner with us. Hennepin County BODEF has been a great partner with us. The ATF has been a great partner with us, and then Hennepin County CISA has also been a great partner in terms of gathering information for us.
You looking for anybody else beyond these 5?
Yes, we don't know who they are at this point, though.
About
So,
how many do you know?
one more person.
One more.
Yeah.
You said they weren't cooperating. How did you know they went to White Castle after the fact?
What was found at the house when we did the warrant. Yep. And I'm not gonna get into the rest of that, but yeah, it was very apparent.
Do you think this other person got away while the warrant was being served, or were they part of the location where the warrant was being served?
We don't know yet.
Chief, are you able to share at all, what led you guys to St. Louis Park?
It's an active investigation, but I will just say, by us being able to identify 2 of the juveniles and then just working through the investigative process with that.
Okay. I was gonna ask, are any of these people known to you,
No,
your officers? No?
not at all. It appears none of these people are from Bloomington, right? And our officers haven't been in contact with any of these folks. This appears to be, again, people just having conflict, and they happen to come together. And this time it just happened to be the Mall of America where they decided to, exercise their conflict and endanger everybody else around them.
Can you share any information about how these people are connected to each other? Are they family, go to the same school, that kind of thing?
We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure that part out. Again, I mean, like I said, we know the who. The why is where we're at.
Chief, you mentioned social media. How important was the use of social media to your investigation so far?
I don't know. I have to ask our detectives. But obviously, any videos that people had have been helpful for us to look at.
Have you had other witnesses who were in the store come forward with helpful information yet who weren't involved with this?
So, I know our detectives have spoken with witnesses, and I think what they've provided, I'm pretty sure is helpful. I haven't gotten a rundown on that, but obviously it's still an active investigation. I know people don't like when we say that, but it is. So I wish I could say more, but at some point, as we work through the why here, we'll be able to give you more.
And the victim, you guys can't confirm who, or you guys waiting for that?
Yeah, the medical examiner will do that part.
You said they weren't from Bloomington, but are they all from Minnesota?
Yes,
Okay.
And they live all in the Twin Cities area?
yes.
Okay, that's about the extent of the information that the chief has. Like he said, when we get those booking photos, I will send those out to all of the media. They're coming very shortly. And then the information from the medical examiner should not be long after that as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.